Welcome back to another video on the Rugby channel. Please make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification button, as well as please go ahead and follow us on our social media platforms to be up to date with the channel. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another rugby video on the Rugby channel, and yeah, basically in today's video I'm going to be summing up everything we know about the upcoming Rugby 20 so far. If you haven't already, please go ahead and follow me on Twitter because I am going to be updating stuff on there. There's going to be screenshots of stuff coming out in the next few days, and I will be posting them on my Twitter page. So obviously, because I can't keep making videos because it's going to get so repetitive. So yeah, so basically so far this is what we know. So first up is the Rugby logo. This is going to be the official logo from the Rugby 20 game. They're basically going as the same sort of look from the Rugby 18 game, just changing obviously the numbers and the colour system. I mean, it looks alright, it's just basic, it's just the logo, there's not too much to go into with that. But yeah, I mean, it's quite simple. But anyway, so next up then we have, well, I found this out because it was a picture put up on Instagram, and if you zoom in to the far left corner, you can see the official logo which they're going to be using on their banner, so that's how I found that out. So then next up we have a picture of the menu system. Now the menu system, it looks quite interesting. They've gone for a sort of like a FIFA sort of look to it. For those of you who play FIFA, the menu system looks very similar to this, doesn't it? So as you can see in this picture, we have quick match, which will probably be whichever team you want to play as. Say if you want to have Saracens versus Toulon or whatever, you can go ahead and play that in that. You have the online match then, which will be obviously the clue is in the word online. Now next up then, as you can see, we have league. So then obviously if you clicked on that, you'd be able to play as your team in a tournament. So like if you want to play as the Ospreys and do a season with them, that would be league. And then there's also some features that aren't available for the beta, as you can see, which one of them is being solo. Now I actually think this is going to be a solo mode where you get to play as your own player. Whether or not you'll get to create one, I don't actually know, but I think that is what it's going to be. And I'm only saying this because you're not going to have solo mode where you get to play as your own team in a league and then have a league mode. It's going to be basically the same thing. So solo mode I think will be a career mode of your own person because it's showing an individual person in that as well. Like I said, whether they'll have a creation function, I don't actually know that. But I have a feeling, a strong feeling that it's going to be that. And that's why it's currently not available, because stuff like that needs so much work to do. And it does make sense. So then next up we have My Squad mode, which is coming back from Rugby 18. So it's basically the Rugby 20's version of FIFA, what's it called? Ultimate Team. So yeah, I mean with that you'll just get to buy or whatever, earn points and try and trade your cards and be able to make your own team with that. Obviously you'll have to work towards it. If you are new to the whole rugby gaming stuff, it's basically you earn points from certain things like what you do in game, and then you use those points to buy cards, and on those cards are the players that you want. Obviously the better the player, the more points you have to get the card. So next to that then is something quite interesting, because if we zoom in on it, as you can see, we have challenge mode, which was available in Rugby 18, where basically they did weekly challenges for you to do. Say if like Toulon played Saracens in the Rugby Championship Cup or whatever, and say they lost in the last 10 minutes, the challenge would be you have 10 minutes to win the game with Saracens or something like that. So that's basically what challenge mode is. And then next to that is card management. Now whether that's to do with the game or not, I don't actually know, but looking at it, it looks like it's going to be some sort of card management due to My Squad. So obviously going back to My Squad, a lot of people wanted like cards and stuff like Ultimate Team. Now I have a feeling card management will probably be that, where you get to manage your cards of Ultimate Team and stuff like that, because I can't really explain what else it would be, unless they have some sort of other function in it that involves trading cards or something like that. Another thing I also wanted to mention as well, if we zoom out now, is that not half the screen, but a bit of the screen is actually missing on the telly, as you can see. So this is making me think that there's going to be more options as well on the menu system, like you'll be able to scroll across. Now that's actually quite cool, because we didn't have that in Rugby 18, and obviously when you have a scrolling mechanism on a menu system, there's going to be a lot more options. So whether it's going to be an options menu on there, maybe they might even have music to pick from as well, that would be pretty cool. I mean, to me that would be like an essential thing in a rugby game, or any sports game, to be honest with you. and then like they could have customized teams like transfers and stuff like that with like you have in the FIFA games. So for example, if you like just bought the game, say in September, it's not coming out in September, but if you did, and it did come out in September, and then in January or something, say like George North leaves Ospreys for, I don't know, for an English team, and obviously the game's not going to be having that in its system, you'll be able to make that change yourself. So that's how I think it might be. I don't know. It might not be. It might not be anything, but yeah. So another thing then that is confirmed is that the graphics are going to be the same as Rugby 18, I'm afraid. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they've improved the game quite a bit in Rugby 18. They obviously listened to all the fans and stuff, and they went ahead and did a patch update. And the gameplay was a lot better, but unfortunately it was just too late. I mean, they was missing so many key features, and that's why it just didn't do very well. But with them improvising and improving this, and just keeping the same graphic mechanism, it's still, it could work out pretty well for them. If they do have a career mode, and I mean, that would just be pretty insane. That would be really, really good. So yeah, I mean, that'd be quite interesting. The same sort of graphics, they're not that bad. I mean, look at the rugby games before, they were like poorer than this, so it's not that bad. Another thing confirmed then is that the rugby stadiums won't be licensed. There won't be any single licensed rugby stadium in it. They probably wanted to keep their money for developing the game rather than forking out money for stadiums, which kind of makes sense. I mean, I did cover a video earlier in the year, but it wasn't really necessary for the time being to have licensed rugby stadiums. I mean, if they are aiming to make this an annual or 2-yearly release of every single rugby game, then it's something you'll build towards if it becomes popular and makes more money. I mean, at the time being, they're making a bit of a risk releasing a rugby game with not that much crowd going for it, or basically into the unknown. So yeah, I mean, if it became popular, I'd imagine in future releases they'll probably get licenses for that. Whereas at the time being, you don't want to invest in something that might not, well, doesn't necessarily add to the game, does it really? So yeah, so that's quite an interesting point as well. I mean, there is another rumour going around that England won't be licensed for this game. Now, that is just a rumour. It's not necessarily true. Well, I mean, it would be quite interesting if that is true, because apparently they already have a license for some other game in the development. I'm getting this from a website on the web at the moment, but I'm not going to go too much into that because it might not necessarily be true. But yeah, that is quite interesting. I mean, I have a feeling that this other game that they're licensed for is either going to be like a management, like rugby manager game, because that is in the works apparently. And then there's also rumours of a Rugby World Cup game coming out. So, I mean, England might have a license for that instead. So it all really depends. I can't really see it being another Rugby Challenge game. We've had no teasing, no rumouring or anything of that. So I can't see it being that at all. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comment section what you think about that. But yeah, without further ado guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Please make sure you go ahead and leave a like and comment. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. As well, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We upload weekly videos on rugby every single week. And as well, if you want to keep up to date with this whole topic of Rugby 20, please follow me on Twitter. There will be updates all about that as the days go on, basically. So yeah, here's my Twitter thing here, as you can see. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I've been Andrew. I will see you in another upload. Peace out guys.